It was called warcasting. If one of the 63 member races of the Council wanted to legally wage war, their soldiers were obligated to wear a uniform designed by the Council itself. While the overall form differed among species, one of the common elements was a camera tucked into the right side of the helmet. It recorded everything the soldier did for the entire conflict and had served to decrease the occurrence of war crimes, and had made documentation and archival of conflicts easy and painless, since it was all run through a unified system. Unfortunately, the system had a single drawback. It was all run through old communication satellites, as launching an entirely new galaxy-wide system of military-grade satellites was deemed unnecessary and cost-prohibitive, since local governments would have to pay for their construction and operation. These old satellites that the warcasts were beamed through were notoriously weak in terms of safeguards. Before long, hackers found their way into the system and were uploading the funniest, coolest, or goriest warcasts to the Gnet. And it was this way that the Interstellar Marines of the United Colonial Federation got their awful reputation. No one thought humans were outright stupid. Sure, there were statistical outliers like in every other race, but as a whole, humans integrated pretty well into the galaxy. And their military was far from the worst in the galaxy, but due to a few tremendous screw-ups that made their way to the net, they were now the laughingstock of the galaxy, the Federated fuck-ups, as they were known. A couple of the most well-known, chief among them was a docking incident at a council staging base where a UCF Marine misjudged the distance between two ships and caused a domino-like effect as the next 6 ships in line slammed into one another. The vessels were out of action for 2 weeks for repairs. The other most publicised screw-up came from the front lines of the Vok incursion, where a crate of gynoids meant for civilian pleasure seekers was mislabeled as combat androids. When the VTOL dropped that crate and out popped a bunch of naked metal men and women, it made for some rather amusing confusion. Which is why when the Golviak invasion occurred, no one was really expecting a whole lot from the humans. Of course, other militaries knew they could count on humanity. Fuck-ups happen all the time. It was simple, unfortunate that hackers had chosen to single out the UCF, but the civilian population was always waiting for the next war-casted disaster, maybe set to Benny Hill music. So it was with considerable surprise when the Golviak invasion reached its climax, and a warcast popped up depicting a lone UCF Marine squaring off against the 4-meter-tall Govi leader. The Marine's helmet had been knocked off. Viewers could see his comrades lying on the deck, with he and the Govi squaring off in the background. "I know your kind," the Govi said, looking at the patch on the Marine's arm. "The condenser is charging. In 3 minutes, the center of council power will be a new black hole. Not even you can fuck this up for me." The Marine sneered and unsheathed the blade resting on his chest. "I'm a UCF Interstellar Marine," he said. "It's my goddamn job to fuck it up." And after 2 minutes and 32 seconds, with the knife plunged into the Govi's throat and the body thrown into the condenser's power turbine, the Marine upheld the reputation of the Federated fuck-ups, much to the relief of the galaxy.